Hi everyone, my name's Olivia, and today I'm bringing you a video on my special needs education homeschooling picks for my kindergartner. My son Eben was born with Down syndrome, and this year we're adding him to our homeschool. I have a daughter above him that is 7, and then I have 2 toddlers beneath him. So this year is gonna be interesting. And I've been searching and searching, researching about what I want to do this year for his kindergarten year. He's going to be 5 in October. So it's early, but we had to do some evaluations for him for continuing his therapies through this school. And so I just decided, okay, we're going to do some scheduled kindergarten work this year, and this summer has been kind of a trial run. He knows his letters and sounds and his numbers, recognizing them, and he's starting to count really well. So I think he's ready to move on, and he's not super excited about seat work or writing or using workbooks. So I kind of came up with my own curriculum, although I looked into a lot of different things. So I'll show you what I'm doing, and then at the end I'll give some other things I was looking at. There's a lot out there. Giving a shout out to Living with Eve. That YouTube channel has great examples of things to do with homeschooling special needs, and especially with Down syndrome. And there's other YouTube channels as well. So anyway, I'm excited to show you what we're doing this year with my son. And again, it's very, I think teaching a special needs student is going to be very particular to the student. So these are just some ideas, and I bet if you're in the same boat, your curriculum picks might look a lot different than mine. So anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what we're going to use this year. So to start off, we're going to be focusing on Bible this year. I have our New City Catechism that we will work on. I'm going to do the short answers, and this is going to be for the whole family. And then I have this beginner's Bible that has, I feel like these stories are nice and short, so it'll keep his attention. The Bible stories I'm most excited about, though, are these stories. I don't know if you've seen them. They're read aloud Bible stories, and they're very simple. So this is The Man Who Was Too Little. This is Zacchaeus. This is what's on a page, 2 pages. So you read through the story. My son already loves these books, and he tries to read them. I just love the language in here is very simple, very things that he knows. The street was full of daddies and mommies and grandpas and grandmas. They all wanted to see Jesus. And then at the end of the story, one of the things I love most about this series is they have a page of what did you learn? And then they have just the lessons you learn from these stories. So I really like when Bibles have either questions at the end for you to think about, or like this. This is on Zacchaeus. What did you learn? Jesus knew Zacchaeus was in the tree. He even knew Zacchaeus' name, and he knows where you are too all the time, and he knows your name too. So these are going to be a great, I just really want to get him exposed to our faith and Jesus, and I hope these will try to solidify some of those things for him. All right. Now, another thing I've been kind of inspired with in the last few months, I've been researching different types of homeschooling. We're going to do some poetry. So this is just something we're going to do as a family in the mornings. We might read a short poem. I might try to do some motions and have him try to, I don't know. We'll see if he can memorize and like recite some of these. We'll see. I don't know if he's quite there yet. But then I have some of these fairy tales and nursery rhymes, treasuries that maybe we can go through. He does love books, so that's a plus. It just sometimes depends on the book if he's interested in it. So we'll see how these go. But that's going to be kind of our morning time. We'll do Bible, we'll do poetry, and then I also want to do just simple calendar work and weather. Have him go look out the window. What's the weather like today? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Conversations like that with him. And also things of the calendar, like what's today? It's Monday. What month is it? And things like that, to try to get those things started for his learning that way. All right, now we'll go to math and letters. So I decided, like I said, I'm going to kind of do my own thing. And I think I'm going to do a letter each week to focus on. So these books we'll just use throughout. Like I said, he loves books. What I really like about this book, here I'll show you, A is for Apple. And then they also have a counting book as well, is that it's kind of working on that handwriting, tracing those letters, learning which order to do them. This is one thing that Evan struggles with a lot, is writing right now, and he does not like to do it very much. So I'm trying to find some interactive things. So hopefully this book he will like. Also for writing, handwriting, and doing the letter of the week, I have this Crayola board, which he likes, and we're going to practice just doing it with our fingers first. I am going to just use a regular notebook and have him trace some letters with a pencil each day. Again, probably the letter of the week. And then, let's see, again, with the letter of the week thing going on here, I picked this up. I was excited about this. This was at a free clothing event at a church nearby. And they had this whole printout of, again, this like preschool letter of the week thing. So I have all the letters. I have the themes for the week, and the Bible verse that we'll memorize each week. That's another thing we'll add to Bible, is a memory verse each week. And then a story that I can read with that. So, but pretty much the only thing I'm going to do, I'm not really going to do the worksheets with them, but they do have like these printouts. We can trace these. We can just talk about acorn, apron, angel. They start with A. And then there's the memory verse. So I'm going to try to use this a little bit, probably mostly for the memory verses and just to keep me on track for making sure we're going through all the letters. So also for my letters, my son is a flashcard guy. So like I said, he already learned his letters and sounds. We're going to keep going through these and really solidify, especially the sounds. And I think I also want to use the backs of these for sight words. I read a lot that individuals with Down syndrome tend to pick up sight words a lot easier than phonics, although I want to do both with him. But again, I think this will be really helpful for that. Then I just have a simple ABC chart that hopefully we're just going to go through every day of the sounds. A, B, K, D. And again, he already kind of knows that, but I just want to get that solidified for him. All right, so that's our letters. And then for reading, I have some of these first words books. He loves these kind of books. I'm excited about this because it has the words with the picture. So I'm hoping, again, that association of the words and the picture will just help him as he's learning to read. And then I made these easy sentences that I want to read with him. I kind of took some influence from some special needs reading curriculums. I like the dots under each word. So we'll point to them as we read them. And then I kind of just made it tailored to some things I want him to learn to say. He's still really growing in speech. He doesn't really talk in complete sentences. So I want to try to do these pretty frequently so that he can hopefully improve in his speech and hopefully improve in his reading. Just things like this, like I am happy, I am sad, I am hungry. I want him to be able to let me know those things. So this one's just fun. He loves pizza, he loves chickens, cars, and music. So I know he will love that one. He also really loves disc golf because Daddy plays disc golf, so he knows these things too. And I might make some more. I know there's places where I can buy these printouts, but I got a laminator and I have a bunch of this paper and I was like, let me just make some. I'm also trying to be pretty frugal with this as well. Just not knowing what's gonna work best for him this year. And that's kind of my inspiration for why I did not buy a curriculum per se. So here's some math. Oh, one more note on the reading. I have Bob books. I have the Good and the Beautiful first reader books. I have a ton of first reader books. So we're also going to do like one book a week, and I'm going to try to read it every day. And again, just try to get down those sight words, and we'll kind of go from there. I do have some other beginning to read programs. Let's see, where is that one? I did not grab it, but I have Easy Peasy's learning to read physical book, and that has word letter blending and also kind of learning from McGuffey's primer books. So yeah, we'll see how the first weeks go, and then I might get into some more formal reading lessons with him. I just want to get a feel. Yeah. Okay. Math. So we've got, again, this counting book, learning how to write the numbers and count the things. I was excited. For one, it goes all the way up to 20, which I was looking for. And then it kind of, here's like a number line. I like that. And then it starts with addition. So in kindergarten, generally, you're introducing addition and subtraction. He really needs to solidify counting things without he will say 1, 2, 3, but then he'll maybe skip some numbers here or there. But he does associate one number with one thing. And I know that is something to look for in your child as they're starting math. So I have a bunch of these manipulatives. Again, I'm going to try to do a number of the day or number of the week as well. So say we're on number 3. We will work on this where we make 3. So we'll say, let's count out 3 things. I do want to use like a 5 frame, and I also made a 10 frame. And then I just want to do things that are very hands-on, like, Eben, can you go get me 3 cars? Or let's count your stuffed animals this morning. Things like that. I think he just needs some of that. He also needs to solidify things like more than, less than, this is heavier, this is bigger. I don't think he's quite understanding those concepts. And then I have this math or number puzzle. I think this will be good for putting things in order. I also kind of want to make flashcards, so yes, we can put numbers in order. This also we could do some addition and subtraction with this. I need to fix my number 2. I also have an alphabet puzzle as well, and he does enjoy puzzles, so I think that will be helpful. Now, my one actual curriculum per se that I grabbed were these preschool books from Rod and Staff. And there are plenty of YouTube videos of these look-throughs and things on YouTube. So look those up. I was back and forth about what to get. I didn't get the whole set. We're doing the number book, the letter book, and then this one I think is kind of a review of both. And I'll just, so my plan is with these, I want to do like 1 page each day. Maybe we can work up to a couple pages a day. Like I said, he does not really like working on worksheets or writing, but I know it's good to get him into that. So we're going to try to start gently. So I'll probably do a lot of hand over hand with him writing the number 1. I like that they have a little poem for how to write the numbers. That's one thing in these books. And also in these books, it's black and white. I like that. I think he gets distracted if there's a lot of other things. He loves chickens, so I think he will hopefully be excited about this. You know, just writing some straight lines, doing simple circles. Again, this is preschool level, but that's definitely the level he's at right now. Writing 2, circling 2 objects. So again, I'm going to hopefully do 1 page a day, maybe 2 pages. This book has, let's see, around 60 pages. Maybe I'll go back and forth between the numbers book and the letters book. This is Do It Carefully. These are also super affordable. They're only like $4 a piece. And again, that was kind of what I was looking for because I don't know how this will go. I did some things with him and his little sister who's 3, and she was so excited to do some arts and crafts and stuff this summer, and he just got overwhelmed with the whole process. I do really like too that there's cut and paste in these books. So this will be great for his fine motor. Again, I'm going to have to do some hand over hand with him with cutting, but he does enjoy trying to cut. But yes, I'm excited to build these kind of, I don't know which scissors he'll like best. I think he will like these. But I'm glad they have cut and paste because that, again, is an important skill and very hands-on. There's some mazes in here. And again, it's, I believe, more focused on letters. I like this. This is sight word matching, kind of drawing the letters. Now this is a lot of writing for 1 page. So again, I'm going to have to modify some of this. But I love that it's black and white. I love that it's from a Christian worldview. This is God Cares for Baby Moses. This is like reading the story, and then you get to cut stuff out. And yeah, I'm excited for doing these. And then this is Everywhere We Go. We'll see how far we get in these. Just simple books, but I think they will be a good stretch for us this year. And yeah, so that's my general plan. He's also going to have therapy throughout the week, hopefully just one day. We've had therapists come to our house, which has been wonderful. This year it's going through the school district, and I don't know if they have anyone that's able to come to our house. So we might be taking him to the school for one day a week, and just letting him have his therapies, and then I pick him up or something. I'm not sure. We also have a baby coming in October. And so, yeah, it's gonna be a busy fall, but hopefully a fun fall. And I also think his little sister, who again just turned 3, I think she will also benefit from all of this, and I'm sure she's gonna want to jump in on it too. But I'm hoping to give him, he's definitely gonna need some like one-on-one. Yeah. Let me turn the camera back around. So that's kind of my look at our kindergarten year. We'll see how it goes, because I feel like if he's moving through this pretty fast, and if like one letter a week or one number a week is slow, then I might look into getting a curriculum halfway through the year or something that's more, I don't know. We're just going to see how the workbooks go at the beginning and go from there. So some other things I was looking at when I was trying to decide on a curriculum. There's a lot of good stuff out there. Definitely the Rod and Staff preschool books caught my eye, which is what we kind of went with in the end. Easy Peasy's kindergarten math, I was considering that because it starts out pretty gentle. We also did Easy Peasy's online preschool letter thing this summer, and that's been fun. It's just like a combination of small videos you can watch. So after breakfast, we're still in our seats and Evan says letters, and so we do our letter time. So I do like Easy Peasy stuff. That's all in one homeschool.com. I'll try to link this stuff below in the description as well. Memoria Press has a special needs program called Simply Classical, I believe. I was looking at that. I don't know if we're quite a classical homeschool here, although I am doing Latin with my second grader this year, so that'll be exciting. But anyway, so they have a good program you can look into. Masterbooks was another one I was really considering. Almost grabbed the kindergarten stuff because they have such a nice, gentle start. Honestly, for the math, Eben would have been at that level of what they're doing. There was a lot of stories in the workbooks, and that was the one thing I wasn't sure if Eben would have the attention span for. That's why I kind of gone with more hands-on methods to start out with. But yeah, Masterbooks was a big one that I think maybe even looking ahead to future years might be a really good fit for him. Short lessons, to the point. And again, like the math for kindergarten, I think is just learning numbers 0 through 10, which he knows. So, yeah, was definitely considering that. What else was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at Heart of Dakota. They have a really sweet preschool program. I loved how they had it out again, like Bible, poetry, do this for some letter recognition and number recognition. So I kind of like based mine kind of off of their curriculum, I guess. And then let's see, I was looking at like some Charlotte Mason style. That's kind of was my poetry inspiration. I don't know if that would be a good fit for Eben, but I was really looking at the Simply Charlotte Mason Arithmetic Book 1 for him, and also Preschool Math at Home by Kate Snow. Those two books I might even still get, just to give me some better ideas of like hands-on math that I can do with Eben this year. I feel like the books give a good, they give good ideas for what you can do that's more hands-on activities with your child to help them learn, instead of doing a workbook, which is what I was looking for. And then Handwriting Without Tears, I was also kind of looking at their preschool books. I just figured we're going to start real easy and gentle with that, because I know that's where he kind of shuts down, is when he has to write. And then also Explode the Code. They have a series before Explode the Code that's very beginning phonics, and that was also very interesting to me. That might be, and it also had a lot of handwriting, not like a lot, but it had handwriting and phonics, early phonics, so I was looking at those too. Again, I'll try to link some of those below, but I hope this was helpful. It was fun for me to put together, and hopefully I'll give another update video, maybe halfway through the year, maybe through the year all the way, to see how this year goes. And also, this will be the first time adding another student into homeschool for me. So there's a lot of change. Again, we're having a baby early this fall too. So there's a lot going on. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments and I can try to get to them. And again, check out Living for Eve. I'll try to link that channel as well, because I've gotten a lot of tips from Leilani there. A Country Life, she has a son with Down syndrome, and she's been homeschooling him. Like, I think he's in his later teens, and she has some great videos on what they use. So just search, and I think I'm excited to homeschool Eben. I think there was some pressure from the public school to keep him, or to want him to go to public school, and I've had doctors question my decision to keep him home, but I hope he will really thrive here, and I can give him what he needs. He's still getting his therapy as well, and he's surrounded by siblings and aunts and uncles and cousins that love on him, and it's been awesome seeing him grow. We did a family camp this summer. He was in the kindergarten class, and his teacher did awesome accommodating him, and she said, "He's never been in a class before?" And I said, "Nope, this is the first time." And she said he did so well. So anyway, I'm proud of him, and I can't wait to see how he grows. And hopefully we can support him along the way. So those were my picks. Follow along for more if you want. And I will put those things in the description for you to check out. Thanks.